What's up, guys? It's the Wealthy Mongoose, and we are back with another episode of novel recommendations. Today we're going to be looking at 3 different Succession novels, right? So it's all about the MC becoming successful. Now, the first 2 are slice of lives. The last one is a mature, kind of ecchi fantasy. Harem as well. If you like those kind of genres, it's there as well. However, it is a Succession story, so it is qualified. And plus, it was a pretty good story. So, first of all, let's start it off. I don't know why I got sidetracked. God of Music. God of Music is all about Kang Yoon, who is the MC. Kang Yoon is a minus hand. Well, considered a minus hand, which means any and all singers who work with him end up having their careers fail, right? However, he kind of goes back in time, and in this new life he basically has this extra ability, right? So he goes back in time, gains this extra ability. This extra ability allows him to see these hues. So when people are like singing or when they're playing instruments, it allows him to see what works best together, right? He can tell what's good, what's bad. It's a really unique premise, and I really like this novel. And yes, it is currently still being translated. I'll bet at a slower pace than it was before. However, it's still being translated. So it definitely makes the recommendation list top tier. Next, Top Management. Similar, also a Korean web novel. This one's all about Jung Seung-woo. Now, this is a fantastic novel. I would highly recommend it. Jung Seung-woo, super average guy. He wants to become a manager of like a super popular celebrity or actress or whatever. And he ends up having this lucid dream. It says right here. And essentially it shows him in the future being super successful. He owns his own management company. However, Jung Seung-woo notices that him in the future seems very cold. He's very calculating. He's a lot of things Jung Seung-woo doesn't want to be. He wants to be successful. However, he doesn't want to be the way he will end up being if he lives his life out according to the lucid dream, right? And the dream also kind of gives him like hints about events that will happen in the future. And so he has the ability to make a conscientious decision to kind of like avoid those events or alter those events. It's a very cool novel. I really recommend it. It's a fantastic one. Definitely top tier recommendation. And finally, Very Pure and Ambiguous, the prequel. This novel is pretty damn good. It's pretty damn good. It's completely unrealistic though, right? So the guy dies. He has a crush on this girl. He convinces Yama, the king of hell, or the king of the underworld, I forget what it is in Chinese. And he's sent back to the world. Well, back in time, right? And so he decides to fix all the problem areas that he had in his life, and feeling like he lacks love and that he lacked a lot of relationships in his previous life because he was so fixated on one girl, he decides to conquer all the hearts of various women. I'm literally just reading this. However, what's interesting about this is he becomes successful basically by being like this big programmer, right? He ends up, I believe at one point in the novel, he writes an entire OS system or something along those lines, like an entire operating system, which is impossible. Let me just say that now. However, that does not take away from the fact that this series is a pretty fun read. I highly enjoyed it when I read it, despite the fact that it was really unrealistic. But I definitely recommend it. Harem ecchi, if you're not really into those kind of genres, you can take a pass on it. But either way, it's still a good read. I would definitely recommend it. It is completed as well, so Have at it, guys. Anyways, these are all the novels that I have for you guys. That's it. I will see you guys next time on Novel Recommendations.